Hi, boys and girls. It's story time with Miss Stevens again. Today I want to continue reading Junie B. Jones' first grader, Aloha-ha-ha. We're going to be reading chapter 2 today, and it is called Paradise. Now, it's not written like our vacation spot, Paradise, but I'm sure it has a connection with her vacation that she's going to be going on. It's written as pair-o-dice, like a pair of dice that we play with our math games. So make sure you're getting in a comfortable spot and you're ready to hear chapter 2. The children wrote in their journals forever, it seemed. They finally started to finish. And at last, it was time for show and tell. This is what Junie B has been waiting for all day. My legs sprang up, and they ran me to the front of the room. Then I flinged myself in the air again, and I shouted, "Vacation! Vacation! I'm going on vacation!" This is written in all caps, so she is very excited. Only too bad for me, because when I came down from my fling, I lost my balance, and I landed on the floor again. This time, room 1 laughed their heads off. I tapped my fingers real annoyed. "Okay, I've really got to knock off the flinging," I said to adjust myself. Mr. Scary quieted everyone down. "Boys and girls, the reason Junie B is so excited today is that she didn't find out about her vacation until just last night. I think you would be excited if you found out about a vacation the night before school, especially the night before show and tell." He winked at me. "Tell everyone where you're going, Junie B." I took a big breath. Then the words came hollering out, "Hawaii, people! I'm going to Hawaii, and I am going this very exact Sunday." All of the children's mouths fell open, except for not Richie Lucille's. Instead, Lucille stretched her arms in the air, and she did a giant yawn. "Oh, Hawaii, ho-hum, been there, done that," she said, real bored. Then she stood up and she twirled around and she sat back down again. My friend named Shirley stood up too. "Well, I've never been there," she said. "I can't believe it, Junie B. You're really going to Hawaii?" "Yes, Shirley, yes." I said, "Really? This was the biggest surprise of my career, I tell you." On account of last night, Daddy said he is going on a job interview in Hawaii. And he surprised me and Mother with 2 extra tickets. I think this will be fun for Junie B. What about you? Ooh, we have a picture on the next page. I skipped around my teacher very joyful, and that is not even the bestest part yet, I said, because Daddy told me that this trip is for big people only. And so my baby brother named Ollie is not even allowed. Room 1 looked shocked in that information. "Wow," said my friend Jose. "You mean you're big people, Junie B?" I nodded my head real fast. "Oh, yes, Jose, I am big people." "All right," I said. "That's how come I got to read the travel booklet with Mother last night. And the travel booklet says Hawaii is a real, actual paradise." Mr. Scary grinned. "A paradise, huh? That's a great word, Junie B. Does everyone know what a paradise is?" Sheldon shot his hand in the air. I do, he shouted. "My grandpa, Ned Ports, has a paradise. He used to play craps at the gambling casino. But then someone squealed to Grandma, and so now he's not allowed out at night anymore." May jumped up and pointed. "Sheldon said a bad word! Sheldon said a bad word!" she tattled real loud. Mr. Scary stared at her. "May, dear, I'm very sorry to ruin this special tattling moment for you," he said, but Sheldon did not say a bad word. Craps is a dice game that's played at gambling casinos. May stood there a second. "Well, at least I gave it a shot," she said. Then she did a shrug and sat back down. So I don't know if all of you have read Junie B. Jones books before, but I know this is only our second one that we have read as a class. As you can tell, May is a student who tattles on all of the other students. I mean, that is just what she's known for. And so she tried to get her friend in trouble, and Mr. Scary told them correctly that it's just a game. It's not a bad word. After that, Mr. Scary pointed the word paradise on the board. He printed the word paradise on the board, so he wrote it up there for them to see. He turned and looked at Sheldon. And Sheldon, my friend, he said, the word is paradise, not paradise. Sheldon did a shrug, too. I don't think Grandma really cares how you spell it, he said. Grandpa's still not getting out at night. Mr. Scary closed his eyes a minute, and then he went to the sink and he got a drink of water. On his way back, he stopped at the world map on our bulletin board, and he showed room 1 where Hawaii is. Boys and girls, these Pacific Islands are the main islands that make up the state of Hawaii, he told us. He got the world globe off the shelf, and he asked me to carry it around to show the children. I stopped at each desk. Whoa, said Roger. Hawaii looks like a bunch of little dots floating in the ocean. I nodded. I know it, Roger, he said, but my mother said the dots are bigger in person. Mr. Scary laughed. Oh, they're much bigger in person, Junie B. And they're not really floating, Roger, so don't worry. Our friend Junie B won't be drifting away. May did a grump noise. Phew, she said. I ignored that situation. Instead, I put the globe back and I went to the front of the room again. I know other information about Hawaii, too, I said. Mother read that there are lots of flowers and birds there. Plus, also, she read that Hawaii was formed by exploding volcanoes. I thought for a second. She read a bunch of other junk, too, but I finally got bored and I tuned her out. Mr. Scary did a chuckle. That means he laughed. Well, volcanoes are pretty interesting, really. When volcanoes erupt, they spew out lava, and over millions of years, lava can form land masses, he explained. As a matter of fact, there are still 2 active volcanoes in Hawaii right now. I stood there real quiet, and I let that information just sink in my head. Then, all of a sudden, I did a little shiver. Okay, see? I wasn't actually aware of an eruption problem, I said. May jumped up again. Well, I'm sure glad that I'm not going to Hawaii, she hollered. Who wants to get erupted on by a spewy hot volcano? Getting erupted on by a spewy hot volcano would ruin your whole vacation trip. Mr. Scary sucked in his cheeks. Junie B is not going to get erupted on by a spewy hot volcano, May, he said. There are no active volcanoes on the island where Junie B is going. May thought a minute. Okay, fine, but let's just say that she did get erupted on by a spewy hot volcano. That would definitely ruin her whole vacation trip. True or false? Mr. Scary went to the sink again. This time, he splashed water on his face. After he dried off, he put May back in her chair. I waved my hand to talk to them some more. Yeah, only I didn't even tell everyone the most exciting part yet. 'Cause guess how I am getting to Hawaii, people? Guess. No, wait. I'll give you a hint. After that, I straightened out my arms like wings and I zoomed around room 1. Woo! Can you make a prediction? How is she getting to Hawaii? See me, people? See me? I'm flying. That's how I'm getting to Hawaii. I'm flying in a real, actual airplane. Lucille stood up and did another yawn. Oh, airplane, schmerplane, she said. Tell me something I haven't done. Mr. Scary sat her down. This is going to be an amazing adventure for you, Junie B, he told me. He grinned real big. And just to be sure that you bring back lots of wonderful pictures, I bought you a little gift for your trip. He went to the closet and took out a shopping bag. I hurried and peeked inside, and wowie, wow. See the picture? There was a camera in that thing. I quick pulled it out and showed the class. Look, people, look. It's the kind of camera that you get at the drugstore, I said. I am excellent at this equipment, because I already used one on my class field trip in kindergarten. After that, Mr. Scary reached into the bag and pulled out another gift. And take a look at this, Junie B. This is called a photo journal, he said. A photo journal is similar to the first grade journals we use in class each day, except a photo journal tells a story in photographs instead of words. He opened it up for me. See inside? Each page has a place for a daily picture and a caption. A caption is another name for a picture title, he explained. We learned about captions and how it's a label for the picture. For example, in this picture, it's talking about the camera that Junie B received, so we would label that with Junie B receives a camera from Mr. Scary. She's going to put a caption on all the pictures that she takes at her vacation, on her vacation in Hawaii. Every day, Junie B will take a picture of what she did on her trip, he said. Then she will organize her photos and give them captions. And when she comes back to school, her photo journal will tell us the story of her exciting trip to paradise. He handed me my album. Doesn't that sound like a fun assignment, Junie B? He asked. I started to nod. And then suddenly I stopped, because something did not sound right about that sentence. I tapped on my chin. It was the word assignment, I believe. Finally, I looked at my teacher. Okay, here is the problem, I said. Assignment means schoolwork, and Hawaii means vacation, and children do not actually like to mix those two items. Mr. Scary smiled. Oh, but this will be a fun assignment, Junie B, he said, and it's a very special assignment too. You're going to be Room 1's first official photojournalist. My ears perked up. Official, I said. Did you say the word official? He grinned. Yes, I did. That's exactly what I said. Official. I looked at him again. Official means important, right? Oh, yes, he said. You can't get much more important than being official. I stood up a little bit straighter. Official makes you automatically taller, I think. After that, Mr. Scary shook my hand, and he walked me back to my seat. Oh, he said, and don't forget to take your first grade journal to Hawaii with you. Okay, Junie B? It would be a terrible shame to miss a whole week of journal writing, wouldn't it? I looked at him real strange. Teachers and children do not have the same kind of brains. Finally, I did a sigh, and I took out my journal and I dropped it in the bag with my camera. My friend named Herbert turned around very excited. You're a lucky duck, Junie B. Jones, he said. I wish I was going to Hawaii next week. Me too, said Lenny. Me three, said Jose. I looked at May. She did not say me four. Instead, she just kept staring straight ahead, and she didn't talk at all. I did a shrug and went back to my own business. Then suddenly, without any warning, May shot her arms into the air, and she hollered the word, kaboom! She looked at me and smiled. That was the sound of a spewy, hot volcano erupting on you, she said. I sat there a second. Then I did another shiver. May is not amusing. And that is the end of Chapter 2. We will begin Chapter 3, New Friend, on the next video. I hope you enjoyed Chapter 2. It was a little bit long, so maybe you reviewed Chapter 1 before, but remember, she decided that she was going to go on a vacation, and then Chapter 2, we found out she's going to Hawaii. She got to present that on her show and tell in Room 1 with Mr. Scary and her classmates listening. We had a couple friends not be too kind, May, and who is the other character that wasn't being very kind? Can you tell an adult who that other character is? I hope you enjoyed listening to Chapter 2. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Miss you guys. See you soon.